All right, it's Coach Nate coming right back at you once again. Rise and shine, rise and grind. Today's topic is 2 essentials. Now, we know that the main essentials that we have to have is food. That includes water, clothing, and shelter. But the 2 essentials that I'm talking about is, as an educator, the essentials to be able to read and to be able to do math, because those are 2 essential qualities, things that you have to have in order to survive in this situation that we're currently in. The reason why we say reading is because there's so many different things that relate and correlate with the reading. You have to take a look, be able to read just to understand. People will tell you anything. You see a sign and something say right there, oh, what that say? Yeah, that say go around the back and jump over the fence and go keep walking straight. You run right into it. But if you can read, then you can obviously see what the actual statement or whatever it is that you need to understand to know. And this is important. So when I look at that, I'm saying take your time. If you're in a place where you can't read or you have challenges reading, take your time and focus in that area. Now, and for those of us who are beyond all of this, we are to assist those who can. Encourage them. You know, even if it's things that we can do with cue cards and things of that nature to help them, as opposed to talking about somebody because they can't read. Now, we need to boost that up. The next part, math, trigonometry, algebra, all that, not necessary, not essential. But at the bare minimum, you need to be able to count money, dollars and cents. Okay, that's important. So we want to build those 2 essentials so we can move forward and keep it moving. So if you read an hour a day on one topic for 5 years, you'll be an expert. Quick story, situation I had. I was so excited. I was getting my first opportunity to buy a house. Didn't read too much on the paperwork. I'm just going in there signing stuff. And on the paperwork, it was basically stating that I was signing up for a 30-year fixed, a 30-year interest-only loan. But I was so geeked to get the house, I wasn't even reading that stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, let me sign right here. So finally, story in short, I went back and looked it over. I'm like, oh, man, I'm hit. For the next 30 years, I'm going to be paying interest, and then I'll be hitting the principal only if after that 30 years. So I'm like, wow, that ain't cool. So I had to go back and I began to read mortgage books. I began to read about how to sign contracts and what contracts mean and clauses and phrases. And I ended up going back, renegotiate, getting my house, got the contract together, and found that clause that got me the opportunity to have my home back. And now I have it with principal being paid on each payment. So that's just a quick little thing for you. Sometime that reading it, that it'll help you. You got to take your time though and go into it. Don't put off everything saying, oh, one of these days I'm going to do this and one of these days I'm going to do that. Start today, y'all. Because if you start today, you don't want to get stuck in that syndrome. Because I know what we say, one of these days I'm going to do the X, Y, and Z. But you know what? One of these days means none of these days. It's just not going to get done. So we got to focus on that. So this is what I'm going to say it like this. We got to focus on essentials 1 and 2. Read and have some math skills. Do what it do. Learn how to count money. Learn how to read signs. And you'll understand the reason why it's one of a kind. Take that, the 7, giving everything you need. Learn to count money and definitely read. So I'm going to put it like that. So I'm just throwing these tidbits out there so you can share, follow, and subscribe. Just pass this information on. A gift is meant to be given away. So I want to say that keep learning, keep growing, and keep me posted because I'm super excited about your future. Until next time, peace.